How's it going, guys? Welcome back to another Pokemon BDSP Wi-Fi battle, and today is the last time I'll be using this Electivire team, so hopefully we can make it work. Please like and subscribe for more videos like this one, and with that being said, let's find ourselves a game. Okay, we found our opponent, and they've got a pretty cool looking team. We've got a Zapdos, a Muk, a Breloom, Houndoom, Mew, and a Blastoise. Pretty interesting team, to be fair. I'm looking at it and I'm thinking Electivire could probably put some work in here. I mean, we've got a Blastoise there, we've got a Houndoom which we can cross chop into Oblivion. I'm just thinking other things. Well, Zapdos doesn't get Heat Wave or Hurricane in this game, so we'll pretty much wall it with Electivire, which is great, and we might even be able to get some of that Motor Drive speed boost in there. Looking at my opponent's team, I can probably see them leading off with either a Mew or a Breloom to get a Spore off straight away since they don't have a Grass type, so that's something to look forward to, I guess. I'm thinking, though, personally, I want to lead off with my Moltres just to see how much damage we can do to them initially. And the battle begins. They're going to lead off with their Breloom, just as I anticipated, which is great. This is what happens when you don't have anything immune to Spore. It does kind of work out in my favour, though, because it means I can just kind of bait the Breloom to come in. So I'm looking at this situation and I'm thinking I don't really lose anything by going for Fire Blast, so that's exactly what I'm going to do. They might be able to Spore me, but it's fine. Wait, why do you outspeed? How fast is Breloom? I might be completely underestimating Breloom. Either that or I haven't got enough speed EVs in my Moltres. That might be the case, to be fair. This is a bad situation to be in then. No, it's not the worst situation we could have been put in, but not the best either. I think we might want to go into Gardevoir now, as they're going to withdraw themselves. What are they going to go into? Houndoom? No, but oh, I was going to say either Houndoom or Zapdos, but no, nothing like that. The Houndoom comes in, nice and shiny as well. I don't really know whether I like the shiny Houndoom or not. It's a bit blue for my liking. Not a nice. I say that like I just didn't throw out a shiny blue Pokemon. I mean, I don't really like the shade of blue mixed with the yellow. I think it looks a bit iffy, but it's whatever. So I don't really see any harm in just going straight for a Focus Blast, to be honest with you. So I'm going to do exactly that. Just go for the Focus Blast. As we do outspeed, they clearly wasn't expecting the Choice Scarf. Go for the Focus Blast and boom, the Houndoom is gone. So already right off the bat we've managed to take out one of our big switch into Moltres. Moltres is actually looking like it's going to do a decent amount of damage to this guy's team if it can wake it up. It just really depends on what the crack is there. They know we're Scarfed now, though. And they're going to bring in the Mew. Mew is a good switching because it's just resistant to my Focus Blast, and I'm locked into that, which they somehow know. So I'm thinking instead I'm going to go into my Empoleon, and that way we can either Defog if they want a Stealth Rocks, or we can set up our own Stealth Rocks as well, which would be great for the Zapdos. I feel like Zapdos is their Defogger, so that's something to look out for. Or the Blastoise could be a Rapid Spinner. No, the Mew's going to set up the Stealth Rocks though, which is great. I'm just going to go for another Defog real quick, because I don't really want the Mew to have the Stealth Rocks up, as I'm going to guess they're going to switch out. Yes, they're going to go for a U-turn. I'm guessing they're going to go into Zapdos. Zapdos seems like the appropriate switch there, which is fine by me, because it means I can bring in the old Electivire and go from there. So let's see what they go into. They're going to go into Zapdos as I expected. That's fine by me. Is that yeah, it's a shiny. Okay, I can kind of tell when it's shiny because the orange on its like feet and stuff look a bit more saturated. It's really weird. Well, the yellow looks more saturated anyway. But it's whatever. So Zapdos is here. It's probably going to go for a Volt Switch or something. Since it's pretty obvious, I'm not going to keep my Empoleon in against the Zapdos. So I'm going to go into my Electivire real quick and just go from there. I know that they're not going to go for Heat Wave or anything because Pokemon Bank Home, whatever it's called, isn't even out yet. So don't have to worry too much about Heat Wave. As they actually go for a U-turn. Interesting. I didn't know Zapdos got U-turn. I thought it was just the Volt Switch one. U-turn is a pretty good move to have on it, though, to be fair. I kind of want to use a Zapdos. And now they're going to bring in Breloom. Breloom's a fine one, I guess. We're already asleep, so I'm just going to go for a Volt Switch. I don't think they'll Spore us. No, they're not going to. That's good. As they go for the Bullet Seed, that is unfortunately 2, please. Just 2. Oh, no. Well, Electivire didn't do anything. I really thought we'd outspeed. It's really strange. Like, how is this Breloom so fast? I don't understand. So bizarre. What can we go into here? I think a good play would be to go into Heracross right now, because Heracross, as we know, does not have many switch-ins at all. So I'm going to go ahead and expect them to switch out. It's just what they're going to go into. Maybe the Muck, because it resists both my stabs. Or they could go into Mew to resist close combat. But I think they're going to expect a Mega Horn. They might go into Zapdos as well, if it's a bulky variant. So I think I'm going to go for a Stone Edge. Stone Edge seems like the appropriate move here. They're going to withdraw the Breloom. What are they going to go into? Zapdos. Perfect. This worked out perfectly. So the Zapdos comes in. And we're going to be able to go for a Stone Edge, provided we hit. I've got my fingers crossed. No, I had my fingers crossed. Damn it. Right, okay, so I'm going to go for another Stone Edge. I don't think I'll outspeed, but it depends whether it's a bulky variant or not. It really does. Alright, the Zapdos is going to stay in. I can go for a Stone Edge. Nearly take out the Zapdos. That's definitely a bulky variant, as it goes for a Discharge. That's going to do a decent amount of damage to my Breloom, Heracross. Speaking of which, I was meant to change Heracross's item to a Toxic Orb, because someone advised me in the comments that it's actually better to have Toxic Orb than Flame Orb, which I found interesting. So that's something to think about for future teams that might have a Guts Pokemon. I outspeed, so there's no doubt in my mind they're going to switch out, probably into maybe Breloom to take the Stone Edge. In which case, I kind of want to go for a close combat to finish this off. That way we at least 100% hit it as well, which is great. Are they going to withdraw? They are going to withdraw the Zapdos. What are they going to go into though? Breloom! Alright, cool. Just as I kind of expected, I can go for a close combat and it should decimate the Breloom. So we have got one less thing to worry about on that team of theirs. Heracross really has no switch-ins. It is such a powerhouse. And you know what? It's the same with Guts Machamp as well. Guts Machamp is also a big powerhouse. Right, in comes the Muck. The Muck's coming in as if I don't have Earthquake, which is hilarious to me. Do I want that situation? Yeah, let's go for an Earthquake. I don't really see any reason not to. Let's go for the Earthquake. It should take him out. No, he lives. It's not stabbed, so I guess it doesn't work like that. As they can just go for a Poison Jab. That is definitely going to take us out. And the Heracross does go down. But it's fine because Heracross has done its job. The Zapdos and the Muck are on the last legs. And all we've got left is Mew and Blastoise. So we're in a pretty good situation, to be honest with you. So good, in fact, that I could just bring in Gardevoir. And I could just go for Moonblasts. Moonblast. That's all I wanted to go for. So looking at the health on that Muck, I think Moonblast can definitely... No, actually, I don't know. I don't think... You know what? I know it's like crazy, but Muck has really good special defense and decent health. I think Moonblast won't actually take it out from here, and it's going to really screw me over. So I'm going to go for a safe Psychic. Despite the fact that they're going to withdraw. Okay, they're going to withdraw. I should have probably anticipated that. And they're going to go into the Mew. The Mew, however, seems to be a bulky variant, so I'm probably just going to switch into Empoleon again. We do get a nice little bit of chip damage off on the Mew though, which is always welcome. As now I'm going to go into my Empoleon. Do we go into Empoleon here? Or should we try and wake up Moltres? Moltres will do a good amount of damage to this guy's team. Let's go into the Moltres now. And we'll try and wake up. And that way we can fire off a Fire Blast at this Mew. And hopefully take it out. Because that's psychic damage. I'm going to guess it's not specially defensive. Oh, it goes for a U-turn. Interesting. Is he going to get flame bodied? That'd be nice. No, it's not. So it's going to go ahead and switch out. What's he going to go into, though? Maybe Blastoise to set up a Shell Smash. That would be scary. That would definitely be scary. There is the Blastoise. Oh, dear. I've got deja vu. Didn't we already get set up on and nearly annihilated by a Blastoise before? I don't know, but I'm going to go for a Solar Beam real quick. Hopefully I can wake up. That'd be great. No, fast asleep as this thing gets to set up a free Shell Smash on us. Yep, there it is. Whoop, there it is. I think we wall this thing with Empoleon, which is great. I'm hoping it's not White Herb because the defense drops would be nice. No, it is White Herb. Of course it's White Herb. Why wouldn't you run White Herb on it? You never know. They might get greedy. Let's go for a Solar Beam. I don't really want to switch anything into the Blastoise. There's the Surf. So he's opting for Surf instead of Scald. That's fair. Surf's got a lot more base power. Moltres does go down, but it's fine because Moltres, I was just pulling in just to experiment, see if I could wake it up. I didn't really need to have it in, so that's always fun. Let's go into Empoleon. Empoleon seems like the best switch in here. Because I can pretty much wall it. I doubt he's got Focus Blast. I'm pretty sure he'll more than likely be a Ice Beam variant. Maybe, I think at most he'll have Dark Pulse. So I'm going to go for a Scold just to get some damage off on this Blastoise. And we'll see how much damage they're doing to us. If he has Focus Blast, then it's probably going to be a sweep, which is really good for my opponent. They're going for the Surf though, implying they don't have Focus Blast, and this is their best option against us, so that's always good. As we can go for a Scold and do some good old-fashioned chip damage on it, because that is the way we're going with this. And we get the Burn first turn, that's great. Burn first turn, great. So, kind of thinking in my head that I want to do a bit of damage calculation here. Okay, so we are in luck because I can actually sack something off, but I want to weaken this Blastoise first before I do anything like that, because it turns out Blastoise's Surf at +2 won't actually one-hit KO my Gardevoir, so that is great to know. As they're going to bring the Mew back in, going to get hit by a Scold real quick, that's always nice for those. If the Mew wants to set up Stealth Rocks, it can. I don't think it will though. I feel like this Mew's going to try and pull some other stunt on us. So let's go for another Scold. I know it has Synchronize, so if we burn it, it's going to burn us, but it's fine because we have leftovers. Alright, they're going to go for a U-turn real quick. I'm not sure what they were planning here. I guess they kind of gave up on the idea of using Blastoise because, you know, it's just not really going to work out for them that much. I'm just curious as to what they're going to go into now. Muck? So they're going to sack the Muck off. That seems fair enough. They're going to try and get a free switch in with Zapdos, I'm guessing, because Zapdos is on its last legs as well and couldn't switch into a Scold. So that's something. I guess we just have to see how this goes down. So I really want to just get some I just want to weaken the Mew real quick. This might end up falling down to Garchomp though. So with that in mind, the Zapdos is in. He's probably just going to try and take us out because it needs this out of the way to get a sweep with Blastoise. So I'm going to go hard switch into Garchomp real quick to take any electric type attacks it might go for. If it goes for the U-turn, then that's fine. We can deal with that. We can definitely deal with that. So the Zapdos actually goes for Roost. Interesting. That's definitely interesting right there. So, in this particular situation, I'm going to recognize and do as someone in the comments advised, and I'm going to go for a Swords Dance. And we might be able to finish this game up with Garchomp, to be honest with you. So let's see what the Zapdos is going to do. As we Swords Dance, Hidden Power is not in the game, so I don't have to worry about Hidden Power Ice. Don't have to worry about Stab Flying type move. It's probably going to go for a U-turn. Yep, there's the U-turn. It gets a bit of chip damage off on us, which is cool. We also get a bit of rough skin damage off on the Zapdos, which is also brilliant. As they are going to go back into... What are they going to go into? That's the real question. What would they go into here? A Mew or a Blastoise? Blastoise might be able to take a Outrage and go for an Ice Beam, so that's always something. They're actually going to go into the Mew. I'm guessing the Mew's defensive of some kind. Either that or he's just hoping that I go for an Outrage. So I'm going to go for an Outrage anyway. Just to take it out. In hindsight, maybe I should have gone for an Earthquake there. But if it's physically defensive Mew, I guess it might have lived an Earthquake. But I doubt it, to be fair. The reason I should have gone for Earthquake there is because... Oh, he DC'd! That's fine. He recognised that he'd lost because Garchomp was just going to plow through his team. So I think this is a good example of why Garchomp is such a good Pokemon to use. It is amazing. Anyway, that's the game. Hopefully you all enjoyed. If you did, of course, leave a like and subscribe, all that wonderful stuff. And with that being said, I'll see you all in a bit.